So, yeah, more science, Moorish American. What is the Moorish Science Temple in relation to the prior to Moorish Science and Moorish American?
The Moorish Science Temple is, for one, it's a body politic. So it has the authority to regulate all aspects of a city, county, and country, and state.
Really?
Yes, it's a body politic, and that type of incorporation is found in her revised statute. And you can find it on the back of the 101. And if you do further research, it shows that we have a, what do you call it, alternative to the mainstream system. We have our own.
We have our own system?
We have our own system.
When you say we, what do you mean? Who are you talking about?
We as Moorish Americans and trustees of the Moorish Science Temple of America.
So Moorish Americans have their own system within what system?
Within the incorporated U.S. or state or county or wherever you live in. We have our own authentic system.
What benefits can we get from the system?
What benefits? The benefits we can get is basically, why was Jesus sent to this earth? To save the Israelites from the iron-hand oppression of the Palestinian nations of Europe, who were governing the portions of Palestine at that time. So we have some pale-skinned Europeans who are governing the portion of America at this time, and who are forcing, oppression amongst the nation. So when you have your own system, the Constitution says every man is free and equal.
Right.
Right. What makes a man? Right. It's free national standards and character that makes a man.
True.
So with these lessons, you can set your house in order.
Right.
Families make up nations. So if you have families that go by this system, right? They form alliances, clans, etc. And tribunals begin to, it gets more complicated.
It's the ancient ways.
Yeah, the ancient ways. This is your system that you are entitled to and responsible.
So we do have extras. It's a little messy. You have to put your own soil in. Right. And I'll get the rest set up for you now.
And our people, their nationality and their divine treatment, that they can know that they are a part and a parcel of this same government, and know that they are not Negroes, colorful, black, or Ethiopian, because these things were given to slaves by slaveholders.
Mucha nada y alegría, ahora agua sirukai, no sacate que tú dai, mucha nada.
We're down here in Los Angeles at Temple 101. That's Moorish Science Temple 101 in Los Angeles, located on
8701 South Los Angeles on Normandy and Manchester.
And I'm here with Sheikh Victor Taylor Ill, dear friend and brother of mine, Islam Moore. So what's going on around these parts?
These parts, uplifting. Our people are hungry for the truth. And so they come in asking for the truth, want to know where they can get it, where they can find it. We let them know here, and any other resources that we can give them to help them solve their problems, we give it to them.
All right, right on. Yeah. So, how's the book doing?
The book is going. It's going. It's going. I'm ready to work on something else. I'm ready to work on a revision of the book so that it can be explained. I know there's a lot of people who have a lot of questions that the book doesn't really answer because of the way it's compiled. It doesn't really give answers. It just gives facts.
information.
So now the facts have to be explained to the Moors because it's just not there. So I think the new book has to be put out to make sure that the Moors have a good understanding of what's going on. And just because it's needed, it has to be a continuation of information. Because that little pamphlet, that little compilation has a lot of information in it. And you can read something and make think you're going to get something. But when you get the proper information to back it up, the historical, like you're saying, the sister asks you a question about some info, or the person asks you a question, be able to ask you to back up the information. When you have to back up that book, it's going to take some effort. So that's
well, to me, I always looked at it as a reference book.
Right.
I mean, because it is packed with so much information, but it's a lot of reference. I mean, I say decades of Moorish articles and information, and so to me, the real value in it is to have it all in one place,
right?
Not online, because we know that things can crash, but just to have all of those different articles compiled right there in your hand in the library. So it was a beautiful effort, and I have mine, and I appreciate it. On that note, I think the same thing with ancient Kemite Islam and the preservation of Mat. There were some questions from our staunch Sunni brothers, and or Wahhabi. They don't seem to understand, the premise of the book is taken from George G. and James' Stolen Legacy.
Right.
And that the Moors were the inheritors and the preservers of it. And a lot of people take that information and use it to say, well, it was Arabs stole it, and they bring in the fact that Arabs participated in the slave trade, and they look at any connection with Islam as following an Arab religion, just like those you follow Christianity, you're enslaved to the so-called white man, you're Arab, you're enslaved to, you follow Islam, you're enslaved to the Arab. But what the book was designed to do was not to say that Islam stole the science, but that there was continuity between the revelationary knowledge of the ancient Egyptians, ancient Kemites, and even before that, from the beginning, from the first revelation all the way up until the last revelation, of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Which Nobuju Ali points us to in the back of the 101s, the Quran. So there's no contradiction there. It's just saying that, hey, the Quran talks about previous prophets. And but I think the problem is whenever you talk about Egypt in Islam, it's stigmatized by the story of Musa that's in the Quran, and I think people forget that is Pharaonic Egypt, Pharaonic Kemet, and there's a lot more to Kemet. And I oppose the Pharaonic structure. We're living under the Pharaonic structure. To this day. That particular structure was not cool. The way and that, me even saying that, people are going to have issues with that. But according to the Quran and what was going on in that story, that Pharaonic structure, that was not cool, and that's pretty much what we're living under today.